Hello everyone, Namaskar. I would like to thank first all the participants to join this online lecture on research writing process. This lecture is being organized by the Department of Biotechnology of Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology in association with Institute Innovation Council NIET. I am Dr. Arvind from the Department of Biotechnology, Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology. NIT is one of the premier engineering and management institute of Uttar Pradesh, and I'm very proud to say that it is the only institute in UP to be recognized by all the four rankings and accrediting government organizations. We are sixth program NB accredited, NAC A grade, NIRF ranked in the band of 200 to 250, and top 50 in innovation under ARIA 2020 ranking. It is also one of the first private institute to get autonomous status in Uttar Pradesh as well. The Department of Biotechnology has a strong research base. Here we offer BTech and MTech in biotechnology. The department has many government funded research projects to its credit. The Department of Biotechnology organizes various webinars, seminars and other literary events on a regular basis. The Institute Innovation Council at NIET is also working to explore the different areas like innovation, startup, social and environment. And here we are trying hard to extend the reach of this IIC to the society through its activities and efforts. The IIC NIET, being a member of it's my privilege to introduce one of the event which I have taken up to educate the youth about the technical writing. And for this, we have designed a series of lecture and hands-on session on research writing. It will also include the patent drafting and writing the proposals to the various funding agencies. In this series, today, as you all know, we have invited a very young and talented researcher from the Department of Biotechnology, NIET, to deliver a talk on research writing process. So I would like to welcome Dr. Pratibha Pandey. First of all, let me just tell you about her and achievements that she has got in just a short span of time. She's an expert in cancer biology and also on water remediation, chemo prevention using the natural products, in silico as well as in vitro techniques. She is also the recipient of different research grants. She got the grant of rupees 3 lakhs under the CRIP program of TEQIP3 from AKTU Lucknow. She is also the recipient of the grant of Women Scientist Scholarship of rupees 21 lakh by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. She is also the life member of various organizations, various agencies like Indian Science Congress Association, Society for Biotechnology India, and Swadeshi Science Movement. Without any further delay, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Pratibha ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you so much, sir, for introducing me in such a high manner. I am Dr. Pratibha Pandey, and I'm working as assistant professor in the Department of Biotechnology, Greater Noida. Firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Arvind Arya, sir, and our HOD ma'am, Dr. Rashmi ma'am, for providing me this opportunity to discuss a very important issue, that is research writing, which is highly important for your professional as well as personal development. So there are various reasons why we have chosen this topic, because many of the teachers, they feel that why to do research, or even many of the students, they say, why to do this? What is the significance of this research writing and basically research? So to answer these queries and to develop, or you can say to stimulate the research ability in, or to inculcate this research in our students as well as in some of our faculty members, I have tried this session to stimulate the research habit into you all. So allow me to speak on this significant topic, and do let me know if you have liked this performance. So let me share my screen. Sir, is the screen visible to you also?
Yeah, ma'am, kindly put it on projector mode. Slideshow.
Sir, is it okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So I'll start my lecture with the saying of our very renowned scientist, Albert Einstein, as he said that if we knew what we were doing, then it would not be called research. So research is not about something to repeat that work similarly, but to use the knowledge of our existing literatures to get new innovations or to further expand our knowledge. That is known as research. There are other scientists also who have defined research, like Martin Shuttleworth. He explained research that in a way that to include several data or information for the advancement of your own knowledge. As I said earlier also, that to expand our knowledge or to expand our wisdom, there is a need to do research. So research is not about innovating, it's about how significantly or how important you collect the data, as well use analyze those information in order to increase your understanding about a particular topic or your area of interest. So I would be discussing all the different things in this lecture. Now the important part is that what would be the outcome of my lecture, or what my listener would get after attending this lecture. So after attending this lecture, I believe that the listener would be able to get the concept of scientific research and innovation, as well as the listener would be able to identify or to conceptualize the essential steps that are being involved in their research writing process. And the last important step is you should execute your work in a time efficient manner, because अगर आप किसी चीज को time efficient manner में execute नहीं कर पाते, then that will not leave a good impact. So all the three things, I hope this lecture will definitely help you to gain this. So whenever you start research, I hope you all will agree with the fact that these four interrogatives comes into your mind whenever you think about this word research. I definitely believe that you will get these four interrogatives into your brain. That is what, why, how, and whom. And my dear friends, if you can sort out these four interrogatives, or if you can answer these interrogatives nicely, then I assure you that you can write a very good research article, or you can say proposal, or anything. You can conduct your research in an efficient manner if you can answer these four interrogatives. I would be discussing all the four different interrogatives line by line. Let's start with the first. That is, what is research? Because that is very important to know what is research actually. First of all, you always should know that from where these words have derived, or from where these words have come. So research word that is derived from a very old French word, that is recherche, means to seek or to search. And the word itself, if you can see that it is a combination of two words, that is your re plus search. Re means what? That is to repeat, and search is to find something. So actual meaning क्या है? आप किसी चीज को repeat करोगे. Repeat किस चीज को करोगे? The thing which is previously published, जो पहले हमारे scientists या जिस भी field में, this is not related to only biotechnology or you can say science. This is relevant to all the different fields, including science, management, or any other field. So means what? Whatever research has been done, or whatever the work has been published before, if you want to innovate something, you have to take the reference of the previous studies. So this is what? This is research. That means you are extracting the data, or you are expanding your knowledge by taking help from your previously published literature. जैसे कि हिंदी में भी हम कहते हैं कि अगर हमें कुछ चीज सर्च करनी है या हमें अगर अपनी नई क्वेरी आंसर करनी है तो हमें पहले अपनी हिस्ट्री को देखना पड़ता है, because without knowing history you cannot create a history. So it's a very important thing, that is you repeat to find something innovative. Now, many of my questions, many of my students, they generally ask this question that, ma'am, why we should do research? What is the significance of this research in our life? So I would like to tell them that research is not only a means of earning money or to publishing paper. No, it is not stick to that particular level. It is not that we publish papers to gain promotions. If I'm talking in the scenario of faculty members or teaching fraternity, many of us believe that publishing paper is just to gain promotion or to gain incentives. No. What I believe that research helps to stimulate your thinking and analytical skill. किस तरीके से आपकी analytical skill stimulate होती है? Obviously, when you go through the previously published literature, then you get to know about what possible, or you can say what work you can do in it. So definitely, if you read the previously published literature, then you can stimulate or you can increase your, you can do the betterment of your thinking and analytical skills. So that's why research is very much needed. And second, obviously, you would be able to define your academic career as well as personal interest by doing this research. And third and important thing, when your analytical and thinking skill is developed, okay, that is you have stimulated this और आपकी skill बहुत अच्छी हो गई, तो definitely आपको फायदा क्या होगा? You would be expand your knowledge, आपकी knowledge बढ़ेगी, and obviously apart from your classroom topics, you would be able to understand a wider other topics also that are very much important in your daily to daily life. Because getting a degree is not that important. What I believe, many of us feels that, okay, we have got this degree. No, that is not significant. If you are unable to get anything, or if you are unable to put a, you know, आप किसी चीज की अगर छाप नहीं छोड़ते हो, then it is not just कि आपने degree ले ली. So I believe that if you will do research, then definitely you will explore a wider area or what is happening around you or what better you can do for your society. And next, fourth point, definitely ये तो बहुत ही important है कि अगर आप कुछ चीजें establish कर पाए, अगर आप अपनी नॉलेज को एक्सपैंड कर पाए, तो ऑब्वियसली नया कुछ आप इनोवेट ही करोगे. और वंस यू पब्लिश अ रिसर्च आर्टिकल और यू डू इनोवेशन, देन यू कैन डेवलप कनेक्शंस विद other distinguished faculty members in their particular field. Suppose if you are a student of management or any other engineering branch or pharmacy, what you can do, if you publish any research article, then obviously you would be able to develop connections with all those distinguished members who have already created a very good remark in those areas. So these are some of the important benefits. I hope now my students would get motivated to do research. Now the next thing is that now you have understood the meaning of research, or you have got a little bit idea that why to do research and all that. So now the important thing which comes, that how to write research paper. It is not only research paper, basically how to design a research, how to design a research proposal or anything. So we would be moving on to this in detail. So पहले रिसर्च पेपर की जगह आपको एक वर्ड, आई होप यू ऑल गेट दिस वर्ड, आप लोग फेमिलियर होते होंगे जब भी आप रिसर्च पेपर की बात करते हो, तो आप एक टर्मिनोलॉजी से फेस करते होगे, दैट इज योर मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट, व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्या है ये मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट? मेनी टाइम्स माय स्टूडेंट्स यूज्ड टू आस्क, मैम व्हाट इज मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट, क्या है ये? सो व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज नथिंग, दिस इज जस्ट अ ड्राफ्ट ऑफ योर रिसर्च वर्क. आप जो भी रिसर्च डिजाइन, जो भी रिसर्च पूरा वर्क मेथडोलॉजी एंड एवरीथिंग, सारे कंपोनेंट्स व्हिच आई विल बी शोइंग इन माय कमिंग स्लाइड्स, आपको वो सारे पॉइंट्स जो हैं, जो भी एक ड्राफ्ट तैयार करते हो, दैट इज योर मैन्यूस्क्रिप्ट. तो मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट इज नथिंग बट अ ड्राफ्ट ऑफ योर रिसर्च वर्क, जो कि आप किसी जर्नल में सबमिट करोगे पब्लिश करने के लिए, और you will submit to different government agencies to get grants or anything. So this is all about like your piece of work, जो भी आपका ड्राफ्ट है वर्क का. अब कई बार हम क्या करते हैं, ओके सर्टेन टाइम्स हमारी ओरिजिनल रिसर्च होती है. ओरिजिनल रिसर्च मींस वी आर डिजाइनिंग समथिंग नोवेल और वी आर क्रिएटिंग समथिंग व्हिच हैज नॉट बीन डन अर्लियर. इतना भी नहीं कि पहले नहीं हुआ है, ऑब्वियसली आपका जो भी डेटा पहले पब्लिश हुआ है उसको यूटिलाइज करते हुए, उस नॉलेज को यूटिलाइज करते हुए, हाउ यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ नोवेल थिंग. दैट मीन्स योर वर्क which you have performed, in which you have collected the data, you have performed the whole experiments. That is your original work. That means your new research findings, or you can say conceptual analysis. That is your original paper. Another category is also there, review article. Review article means in this what is basically like here what you do in this, that you arrange the data in a chronological manner. Chronological manner मतलब आपका past 10 years में what are the advancements being done in that particular area. Here you do not perform any experiments, but you just assemble all the previously published research to make you generalize a idea, that you say okay these are the different findings जो इस फील्ड में हुई है, एंड आप लोगों को एक फ्यूचर पर्सपेक्टिव देते हो कि ये लोग इन डेटा को कलेक्ट करके इस तरीके से नया कुछ एडवांसमेंट्स कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट research, you can say, you all can do. ये कोई भी कर सकता है. For this you don't need to perform experiments in the lab. You just have to sit at your own table. आप अपने घर में इत्मीनान से बैठिए, read more and more papers and write review articles. If you have that creativity that you can establish links between different studies, जो भी studies हुई हैं, how nicely or beautiful you can link up all the details and आप एक generalize करके idea बनाते हो, that is your review article. And this you all can do. सबसे best part है that you do not need to perform experiments in it. Again, one category is that mini review. Mini review means short write-up. These it is similar to your review article, but in mini review this is shorter one, like you are not going to explain each and every topic of that particular area, but you are focusing on some important aspects. Similarly, there is another category is your short communication. This is nothing but it is just a concise report on a particular subject. Letter to editor, this you cannot write, but these are means invited. These editors, or you can say chief editors of the journals, they invite our esteemed professors as well as जो distinguished persons होते हैं उस field के, उन लोगों को वो chief editors, they invite them to write a letter to editor and they publish that. For this particular section you need to work very hard, my dear friends, because you have to do something very extraordinary. Then only chief editor of the journal would ask you to write letter to editor. So these are certain manuscript categories. A whole lecture is needed, but here I have taken a short glimpse that आप लोग को एक चीज clear हो जाए कि what is manuscript, what are the different categories. In this lecture, I would be discussing on original paper only. Now, as you can see in the screen, I have tried to show you both the articles. One is your research article, another is your review article. As you can see in the title, क्या है review article? आप अगर if you can see clearly in both the articles, I have done work on JAV1. अगर आप ध्यान से देखो, दोनों में ही हम बात कर रहे हैं कैंसर की, रिव्यू में भी और रिसर्च में भी. और दोनों में ही अगर आप देख रहे हो प्रोटीन या जो भी कह लो, अगर ले मैन लैंग्वेज में, इफ आई एम नॉट मेकिंग इट बोरिंग ओनली, क्योंकि बिकॉज बायोटेक्नोलॉजिस्ट के लिए तो या फार्मासिस्ट पीपल के लिए तो अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस जीन प्रोटीन इज वेरी इजी, बट फॉर अदर स्ट्रीम आई फाइंड इट लिटिल डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम. सो लेट मी मेक इट वेरी सिंपल. हेयर व्हाट आई हैव डन, एक छोटा सा ग्लिम्स दे रही हूँ कि व्हाट आई हैव डन इन दिस लेक्चर. आई हैव सिलेक्टेड अ पर्टिकुलर जीन, राइट? आप जीन कह लो या फिर अगर आप लेमैन लैंग्वेज में कि इससे कैंसर हो रहा है, मैंने एक टारगेट सिलेक्ट किया है. अगर आप ध्यान से देख रहे हो, review article में I have explained the whole theory of this JAV1 protein, how it is leading to cancer, and I have not making it specific that to which cancer it is actually the main causative agent. Here I have explained that how this JAV1 is responsible for any form of cancer. Whereas अगर आप research article में देखोगे तो in research article I have selected this JAV1 gene in particular specific cancer, that is cervical cancer. So here I have done the work in this research article, whereas review mein there is no work done. What has been done in this? सारी स्टोरीज कलेक्ट की गई हैं फ्रॉम द प्रीवियसली पब्लिश्ड रिसर्च. जिस साइंटिस्ट ने भी JAV1 से रिलेटेड कोई सिग्निफिकेंट काम पब्लिश किया होगा तो उन सारे काम को हमने एक क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में अरेंज करके वी हैव डन दिस रिव्यू आर्टिकल. सो बट since time is less and this lecture is mainly focused on research article, so we would be focusing on research article. Now, before writing any research article, what are the different parts you should focus on, or how you can design a research paper? Because experiments तो हम lab में perform कर लेते हैं. It's quite easy for us to perform. किसी भी field के होते हैं, हम आराम से experiments perform कर देते हैं. But to showcase your work effectively or on a global platform, you need to write your work in an effective manner. How you can write? These are some of the important points which you need to study if you want to design an effective research paper. I would be discussing each and every point one by one. But before writing any research paper, as I said, you need to do the review of literature. कई बार आपका teacher बोलता होगा, students especially, I'm not saying for the faculty members, or you can say agar if there is any PhD scholars are there in my lecture, so many times you have faced this word, that is review of literature. What is this review of literature and why to do this review of literature? जब आप PhD join करते हो, then also in the first year your guide asks or your supervisor asks you to do extensive review of literature. And even if you are a student of final year, if you are doing your project in BTech final year or B Pharma or M Pharma, you are asked to do review of literature. क्यों करें हम ये review of literature? Why it is needed? And what is this review of literature? Review of literature where you study the previously published literature. क्योंकि आज जो भी current issue हम देख रहे हैं या हम कोई issue आज हम study कर रहे हैं, if we are trying to find the solution of those issues, we need to know the background, how our scientists or how other persons, what they have actually done to sort out this issue. कोई issue नया नहीं आता है, वो पहले भी होता है society में. The thing is just who is recognizing those problems. And important thing is, once you recognize those problems, second important step is how you write that problem. So why the teacher or your supervisor asks you to do the review of literature? That is to find out those information that already exist related to your field of interest. Now, the next step, once you have gathered all the information, then you have to identify the gaps. Because जैसा मैंने पहले भी कहा कि आप रिसर्च जो है आज नया कर रहे हो, आप बोल रहे हो ये इनोवेशन है, ये काम मैं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन इट इज नॉट दैट नोवेल कि आज ही आया है. जैसे कि आप अभी करंटली यू ऑल आर फेसिंग दिस कोरोना डिसीज, दिस इज नॉट द एकदम लेटेस्ट नहीं आया है, ये पहले भी सार्स वायरस की क्लास को बिलोंग कर चुका है. हम ऑलरेडी भी पहले भी इसकी एक वर्जन से इन्फेक्शन देख चुके हैं. वी हैव स्टडीड दिस. किस तरीके से लोग, हाउ पीपल आर फाइंडिंग आई मीन दिस सोल्यूशन टू दिस इशू, किस तरीके से लोग इस डिसीज की क्योर ढूंढ रहे हैं. इट इज नॉट दैट कि एकदम से आप कोई भी चीज बोलोगे ये ड्रग दे दो एंड दिस डिसीज विल बी ये डिसीज ठीक हो जाएगी. नो, you cannot find. किस तरीके से लोग, how they are finding? They are finding the gaps. What are the gaps? क्या है आपकी प्रॉब्लम में और previously published data में क्या गैप है बीच में? To identify that gap, you need to know the review of literature. And agar once you have done this review of literature in a proper manner, then you would be able to show the relationships between your data as well as previously published data. अगर आप relationship या दोनों के बीच का link, if you are unable to establish it properly, then nobody is going to accept your notion. आप चाहे कोई भी research कर लो, अगर आप proper connection नहीं establish कर पाए, then it is very hard to make others to accept your knowledge. So once you have done the review of literature, you have gathered all the information, you have, filled that gap. So then the last step, अगर आपके पास इतना data आ गया, तो definitely you can easily design your research framework. Or design matlab you can, create all the steps or the methods which are needed to find the solution of your problem. Research is what? Apni problem ka solution dhoondna. So this is all about the purpose why you are being asked to do extensive review of literature, because bina is a step ke you cannot write a good research article, review article, or any research you cannot do without this, without doing this review of literature. So what are the points which you need to consider for doing this literature review? ऐसा नहीं है कि आप कुछ भी data पढ़ते रहो, कितना भी पढ़ते रहो. That will only waste your time. As I said in my outcome section, or you can say outline of the lecture, as I said, कि very important to manage time. Because आप अगर timely नहीं कोई चीज execute करोगे, 10 साल आप एक चीज की research ही करते रहोगे, या कितना पढ़ लोगे? What to study? How much to study? That is very important. ठीक है? It is not right कि आप कुछ भी पढ़ते रहो. Once you have identified your problem, then you need to be very specific. आप किस research को पढ़ोगे? Only you should study specific and relevant data, right? You should be selective. Focus on the current topics. That means what is the current research which is going on that particular area. जो भी आपने choose किया है अपना research problem, identify that what is going on, what other people are doing in this arena. How can I make myself different from them? So you need to identify strength and weakness of your study, as well as you should focus on the source of evidence. It's very important कि आपने कहाँ से data collect किया है. There are various portals which are not authentic, from where you can attend these things. आप वहाँ से नहीं ले सकते. So it's very important that you need to focus on the source of evidence, right? And the very important aspect is that, okay, आपने कोई भी source ले लिया, there should be some your contrary evidences also which contradict your study also, कि इस तरीके से हमने आप उन्हें दिखाएंगे how you can establish this relationship also. And the most important thing is that reference citation and avoid plagiarism. I would be discussing all it in detail in the next slides. So these are the different resources from where you can do your literature review, like all the journals, reports, previously published theses of various PhD scholars, books, encyclopedias. There are various electronic databases from where you can get the literature review. How you do literature review? हमें teacher हमें कह देता है, okay, do the literature review. But many of my students ask, ma'am, how to do this literature review? So I have tried to show in this slide that you should, firstly, I will never recommend you to use Google, because many of us, what we do whenever we find an issue, we generally type it in Google and find it out that. No, if you are a future researcher or research scholar, or even if you are a faculty members, I would request you all to please use Google Scholar instead of Google, or any other scientific portal which is authentic. So Google Scholar, यहाँ पर आपको जितने भी authentic research हैं, you will get here all the authentic research in this field. अब जिसका जो भी scientific जितना भी data होगा, you will get in this particular field. Now how you will do? Now how you will do? Question comes, आप किस तरीके से करोगे इस literature review? So it's very simple way that if you want to do this literature review, Google Scholar में in your search button, you just have to type your important words. Like suppose मैंने इसमें type करने की कोशिश की है because मैं gallbladder cancer का treatment करना चाहती हूँ by the use of plant products. आप नेचुरल कंपाउंड से मैं ट्रीटमेंट ढूंढना चाह रही हूँ, सो आई हैव रिटन माय इंपॉर्टेंट कीवर्ड्स. दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड कि अगर आप लिटरेचर रिव्यू अच्छे से करोगे, यू वुड बी एबल टू फाइंड आउट दीज वर्ड्स, स्पेसिफिक वर्ड्स, इंक्लूडिंग जैसे कि आपका जो भी टॉपिक हो. इफ समवन वांट्स टू एक्सप्लोर कोविड-19 का मैं ट्रीटमेंट करना चाह रहा हूँ, या कोविड-19 के लिए इफ आई वांट टू मैं कोई मशीन बनाना चाह रहा हूँ, देन हाउ व्हाट यू विल डू, यू विल राइट कोविड-19 प्लस. दिस प्लस indicates that you are connecting all the keywords together. तो जितने भी research articles related होंगे आपके इस area of interest which you have typed in this particular section, you will get that research. These are the different papers. In this manner you will get the results. So whatever people have done in this gallbladder cancer, I will get all the research article. I have shown only a smaller glimpse, but आप इसको detail में भी देख सकते हो. Now coming to the first part, that is your title and abstract. कोई भी रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम या रिसर्च पेपर जब आप लिखते हो तो सबसे जरूरी है you need to have a very impressive title, because अगर आपका टाइटल वीक रहा, nobody is going to show any kind of interest in your research article. This is one of my publication which I have done in this Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology. Here I have published this data. What I have tried to done in this, I have tried to find out the effect of this Moringa oleifera plant, drumstick, जो कि आप जनरली सांभर में खाते होगे. मैंने कोशिश की क्या उस ड्रमस्टिक से हम सर्वाइकल कैंसर के लिए कोई ट्रीटमेंट सर्च आउट कर सकते हैं. कैन वी डू समथिंग? Although मैंने अभी I have not done it on that level, but yes, I have tried to find out कि क्या उन पत्तियों से हम can we डाउन रेगुलेट, या हम उस पर्टिकुलर जीन जो कि वो कैंसर कर रही है, कैन बी डाउन रेगुलेटेड, क्या हम उसके एक्सप्रेशन को कम कर सकते हैं, सो दैट कि कैंसर के पेशेंट्स में एटलीस्ट हम कुछ हद तक कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकें. सो द टाइटल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज टाइटल शुड बी वेरी, not to be very small, not to be very long. It should be very precise and it should explain the purpose of your study. उसमें वो सारे कीवर्ड्स आने चाहिए जो आपकी रिसर्च को एक्सप्लेन कर दें. आप इस टाइटल में देख सकते हो कि इस क्या क्या चीजें इन्वॉल्व हैं. टाइटल से ही आपको पूरी स्टडी समझ में आ जाएगी कि क्या काम किया गया है, हमने क्या क्या काम किया है. As you can see in the title, we have done work on cervical cancer, for which we have selected a particular gene, as well as हमने plant product को use किया है, और ये एक therapeutic approach है. I hope you all will agree that in this title itself, you get the clear picture of my research work. Now the important thing is that you should write a proper abstract. Once you have finalized your title, then the most important thing जो आपके पेपर में जरूरी होता है, या even आप कभी रिसर्च प्रपोजल भी कहीं लिखोगे किसी एजेंसी को, you need to write an effective abstract. How you can write it effectively? Abstract में first of all you should tell the scope of your study. What is the scope of your study? Why you are conducting it? And you should explain the importance of your study only in 2-3 lines, not in a one big whole page or paragraph. No, only in 2-3 lines you should completely explain the importance or relevance of the study. And then the next thing is that you should explain the method. Not explain, you should just provide a glimpse of the methods which you have used to carry out your research. पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर दोगे तो कोई आपका रिसर्च पेपर नहीं पढ़ेगा. तो बहुत ही प्रेसाइज वे में शॉर्ट ग्लिम्स दीजिए, अपनी टेक्निक्स का नाम सिर्फ लिखिए, सो दैट पीपल गेट अट्रैक्टेड. ओके फाइन, दीज आर द डिफरेंट टेक्निक्स दिस पर्टिकुलर रिसर्चर हैज यूज्ड, सो वी शुड गो इट इन डिटेल. And the next important thing is you should only write important or the significant result of the study. वो भी वो results आप इस तरीके से लिखो जो कि आपकी research की conclusion को अच्छी तरीके से explain कर सके. And the last and the most important thing of your abstract is you should write one line future outcome of your study. That how this study will be beneficial. क्या कर सकते हैं फ्यूचर में इससे? सपोज मैंने कहा कि हाँ ड्रमस्टिक से आप JAV1 को इनहिबिट कर सकते हो, तो क्या करें इनहिबिट करके? व्हाट इज द फ्यूचर आउटकम? फ्यूचर आउटकम इज फर्दर आप इसको एज अ ड्रग कैंडिडेट यूज कर सकते हो. देन द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन व्हिच कम्स इज इंट्रोडक्शन. आपने टाइटल लिख लिया, you have written the abstract. Now the next thing is your introduction. Introduction कभी भी you should not write it more than 1.5 and 2 pages. कभी भी इससे ज्यादा आप इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं लिखना चाहिए, बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट जनरली एक्सेप्टेबल बाय द जर्नल्स। जिस भी जर्नल में आप पब्लिश करोगे या इवन आप किसी एजेंसी में भी अपनी रिसर्च भेजोगे, देन ऑल्सो पीपल आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन रीडिंग योर होल रामायणा, दे आर ओनली इंटरेस्टेड इन रीडिंग द जेस्ट। जितना इफेक्टिव और कम में आप अपना रिसर्च प्रेजेंट कर पाओगे, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। इंट्रोडक्शन बहुत वाइड नहीं होना चाहिए, इट शुड बी वेरी क्रिस्प एंड वेरी प्रिसाइज, और सारी चीजें कंक्लूड भी करें। इतना भी क्रिस्प और प्रिसाइज मत करो कि मेन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग ही उससे छूट जाए। सो द इंट्रोडक्शन शुड कंटेन व्हाट इज नोन, आपकी जो भी रिसर्च, आपने जो भी रिसर्च टॉपिक सोचा है उसके बारे में क्या पता है, क्या नहीं पता है। You should include, because these are the two very important aspects which you should consider during writing introduction. That is what is known and what is unknown. And next thing is that आप क्या identify करना चाहते हो, what is the gap which we want to fill. और गैप आप कब आइडेंटिफाई, कब लिख पाओगे, जब आपको पास्ट पता है और आपको ये पता है कि ये नहीं पता है, तभी आप उसके बीच का गैप फिल कर पाओगे। And the next important thing is how you will fill this gap. And the last is your, what is the purpose of doing this research. So I hope you got a little small picture about this, what to write in the introduction part. And the most important thing, it should not cross 2-page limit. There is a word limit always. कभी भी आप किसी जर्नल में कोई भी रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश करोगे, सबमिट करोगे, तो ऑलवेज आपको बताया जाता है कि ओके, दिस इज द वर्ड लिमिट, यू कैन नॉट गो बियॉन्ड दैट। सो अगर आपको प्रिसाइज लिखना है इंट्रोडक्शन, सो ऑलवेज फोकस ऑन दीज 5 points: what is known, what is unknown, and what is the gap you want to fill. And most important thing is how you fill. And what is the purpose behind doing this, behind writing this introduction, or you can say behind conducting this research. Now the next section which comes after this introduction, now you have introduced everything to your audience. जिसके भी सामने वो पेपर जाएगा, आपने इंट्रोडक्शन दे दी, ओके ये पता था, ये नहीं पता था, and all thing. Now how you have achieved that, how you have solved that issue, that comes your materials and methods. Material is very important because no one will believe आपने क्या use किया if you will not let them to know that what are the different steps you have performed to achieve that result. आपका result authentic ही नहीं रहेगा, nobody will believe on you. So material means all the details of reagents, what are the chemicals, or जो भी आपने equipment, suppliers, you have to give the details of suppliers also, from where you have procured those reagents. It is very important for you to explain these things, because if you are unable to prove the details of these materials, journal is not going to accept your article. So it is very important to provide the details of the reagents, about your equipments as well as their suppliers. Then comes methods. Methods is simple, the steps which you have done to get the result of your work. Why this is needed? Because obviously आज आप ये result publish कर रहे हो, in future someone is going to use your data to do their research. अगर आप effective way में अपना material and methodology नहीं लिखोगे, why the other person will cite your paper? वो आपके पेपर को क्यों रेफरेंस लेगा, आपके पेपर को वो अपने पेपर में साइट क्यों करेगा, if you have, अगर आप अच्छे से material and methodology explain नहीं करोगे. So you should provide enough information to reproduce the experiment for the future researchers. Then the main important part of your work is your result. That is the heart of the paper. Why I am calling it a heart of the paper? Because this will only, अभी तक तो हमने सब हवाई बातें की. Okay, this is the introduction, this is what is known, unknown, and everything. We have done everything. But until and unless वो है ना, लोग बोलते हैं what is the result? क्या आया वो बताओ. Don't explain me, okay, ये कहानी. Nobody is interested in stories, my dear friends. So you need to present or explain your findings. So this section is very important because here in this section, आपको बहुत ही smart way में you have to explain your findings. The most important thing is that you should use past tense, because कई बार हमारे student लिखते हैं and they generally present form में ही लिखते चले जाते हैं. No, you should always use past tense while writing this result section. An important part is you should never interpret this, because this interpretation will be done in the next section. So आप यहाँ सिर्फ अपनी findings बताओ that we have done this ये चीज हमने स्टडी की, इस ड्रग का इतना इतना इफेक्ट दिखा हमने 24 घंटे के लिए, वी हैव परफॉर्म्ड द एक्सपेरिमेंट्स एंड दिस हैज शोन दिस रिजल्ट. डोंट डू द इंटरप्रिटेशन बिकॉज इट विल बी डन इन द डिस्कशन पार्ट. सो ये जनरली हम गलती कर देते हैं, हम रिजल्ट में ही सारी चीजें इंटरप्रेट कर देते हैं. सो वी हैव नथिंग टू राइट इन द डिस्कशन पार्ट. सो यू नीड to only explain your findings, not interpretation. And the important thing is it should be organized. ऐसा नहीं है आप किसी भी experiment को ऊपर कर दो and then it should be arranged in a sequential manner. It should be logical that okay, this step is done. That's why इसी के continuation में we are performing the next step. So it should be very much organized as well as logical. And foremost important thing is that it should be very clear and simple. बहुत ज़्यादा complicated English या बहुत ज़्यादा आपको लिखने की there is no need. It should be clear and it should be simple enough so that even a layman person can also अब ये भी नहीं है कि आप scientific terminology मत use करो. No, always use scientific words to write your scientific research. और अगर आप आर्ट्स या किसी और ब्रांच में लिख रहे हो तो इट्स फाइन, यू कैन यूज एनी टर्मिनोलॉजीज. बट फॉर इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट्स एज वेल एज pharmacists, you can say it is very important to use the scientific words to write these results. Then the next important part is discussion. As I said in my previous slide कि you need not to interpret your results because कई journals तो बोलते हैं okay fine आप result and discussion एक ही section में दे सकते हो, but यहाँ पर क्या होता है in discussion section you have to interpret your result. You have to you need to establish a correlation with the previous research. आपको ये बताना पड़ता है कि how your research is different from them, how your data is more significant. ये आपको एक अपनी result finding से establish करना पड़ता है that how your research is different from them and how it is significant, right? As well as in discussion part, you need to explain the limitations of your study. क्योंकि कोई एक ही research में सब कुछ नहीं explain कर सकता, तो you have to explain, okay, these are some of the limitations related to this study, as well as you need to tell कि आपके research से future में और क्या-क्या किया जा सकता है. This is very important because जब because what I have found till now, people used to read the discussion of your paper because from that only आपको उनकी last 2 lines अगर आप study करोगे तो you got to know okay ये हो चुका है, this part has not been done. So you can create innovation with the help of reading those last 2 lines of discussion. I will also tell you in my later slides that how it is helpful. Now, after writing this whole paper, that is, you have included all the different components, you have written the result discussion. The very important thing is your acknowledgement. Acknowledgement means जिस भी organization ने आपको fund किया है, financial grant दी है, या your institute where you have performed those experiments, which has allowed you to perform those experiments, वो काम करने के लिए आपको permission दी है, आपको एक affiliation दिया है, authorized person बनाया है to do the research, you should always do the acknowledgement of that organization, or you can do the acknowledgement of that special person also. Like suppose if I want to acknowledge my professor who has helped me in designing the whole research paper, so you can do in this section, and you should do. This is an important criteria of any research paper. Then the next is your conflict of interest. Conflict of interest means that you have not published your data in any other journal, और आपके साथ जो लोग involved हैं उन्हें भी कोई objection नहीं है इस study को publish करने के लिए. So this is a very important part, and you अगर किसी को कोई है conflict of interest, तो you need to write that statement कि this particular person has this, या जो भी चीजें होती हैं अगर किसी को कोई objection basically you can say, so you will include in this conflict of interest. And the next section is funding. अगर आपको कोई financial grant मिली है, if you have received any financial grant, you should mention this name. Like मुझे ये research करने के लिए AKTU KRIP से I have received 3 lakhs grant to perform this particular experiment. That's why I need to explain that this study was funded by KRIP program of AKTU. So in this manner, the whole paper gets concluded. Now the last and foremost important part of your paper is references. References मतलब जो भी आपने previous published data पढ़ा है, उनको आपको one by one reference अरेंज करना होता है आपकी हर एक लाइन। आपने इंट्रोडक्शन में जो भी स्टोरी बनाई है, जो भी स्टोरी लिखी है, उस हर एक लाइन को आपको ऑथेंटिकेट करना होता है। किस तरीके से, आई विल बी शोइंग यू इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स। Now this comes how to cite references. किस तरीके से आप करोगे? देखो, it depends on journal to journal. It varies from journal to journal. कोई journal कहता है you need to write the name of the author. Like suppose here you can see the highlighted one, Bray et al. That means Bray is the name of the author, or you can say author मतलब वो person जिसने वो research conduct की है. And ये et al. What is the meaning of this et al? Et al means not many people are there in the group. Only Bray is not the person who has conducted the whole research, but some other persons are also there who have conducted this research. So this totally depends on the choice of demand of journal. किस तरीके का वो बोल रहा है. Many of the journal ask you to put numbers. 3/4 मतलब आपने जो भी रेफरेंसेस, जैसे कि आपने प्रीवियस स्लाइड में 1, 2, 3, 4 एंड सो ऑन, सिमिलरली यू जस्ट नीड टू पुट द नंबर्स, whereas some ask you to write the name of those authors. So it depends in which journal you are submitting your work. But the important thing is why the citation is essential, because किसी ने लिख दिया कि prostate cancer बहुत ही commonly found tumor है मेंस में, western world में. Who will believe? Who will believe you if you will write this? No, people will only believe you. The data will be only authentic when you will provide this reference in the basis that Bray et al. 2018 में उन्होंने अपनी जो पब्लिश की है स्टडी, उससे मैंने ये डेटा लिया है. It is the authentic line. So introduction part and in your discussion part or even in your methodology part, you need to use references. I hope अब आप लोग को पता चला होगा कि how to cite references in manuscript. अब कहाँ से आप इन references को collect कर सकते हो? Obviously, as I said earlier, in the Google Scholar, आप इस तरीके से you will find different research papers which you have studied, which you have collected to write the paper. तो वहां पर आपको ये double quotes, you will see these double quotes. Arrow कि अगर आप upper part में देख रहे होगे, these double quotes, when you will click on these double quotes, then a screen will open like this. Cite. Cite means you can copy the references from here. क्योंकि हर एक जर्नल का अपना अपना स्टाइल होता है. एज आई सेड अर्लियर, हर एक जर्नल अलग अलग स्टाइल में बोलता है ये आपको रेफरेंसेस साइट करने हैं. देयर आर डिफरेंट स्टाइल्स इंक्लूडिंग APA, Chicago, Harvard. These are all what? These are the different styles in which you can write your references. This varies from journal to journal, right? So by clicking on these two quotes, you can get these different formats. Only these are not the limited one. ऐसा नहीं है कि सारे जर्नल यही फॉलो करते हैं 5. इसके अलावा भी many journals have designed their own formats. वो अपना ही फॉर्मेट रखते हैं. Somebody asks you to don't write the name Pandey first. They ask you to write Pratibha first, or Pandey as make it as P, or whatever. So these are the different formats, or you can say style, in which the journal asks you to cite your references. But most important ones I have shown here that you can get from here also. And directly copy it and या paste कर लो अगर APA format में journal demand कर रहा है तो. Apart from clicking it one by one here, यहाँ से आप, और फिर मान लो journal ने बोला नहीं हमें in different styles में नहीं करना है, so there are different tools also which will help you to arrange your these references, right? It will help you to arrange. So यहाँ पर आपको क्या होगा, इस तरीके से आप references arrange कर सकते हो according to the demand of the journal. अब आपका पूरा पेपर प्रिपेयर हो गया, ठीक है? You have prepared all your paper. Now the next and the very important thing which you should be very much careful, plagiarism. Because हम लोग क्या करते हैं, copy paste, as we all do. हम क्या करते हैं, प्रीवियस पेपर से डेटा लिया, we have copied it and pasted in our, और हम सोच लेते हैं oh we have done a good literature, we have written everything. No, each and every single word will get means detected. आप जो भी सेंटेंस कॉपी करते हो that will get detected. So यही जो कॉपी है ना, ये कॉपी करना, this is your plagiarism. आपका पेपर तो बन गया, अब आप उस पेपर को पहले हमें चेक करना होता है कि वो प्लेगराइज्ड डेटा तो नहीं है, कॉपी डेटा तो नहीं है किसी से. सो ये टर्मिनोलॉजी ही आई प्लेगरिज्म. ये टर्मिनोलॉजी कहाँ से आई, ये वर्ड कहाँ से आया? दिस वर्ड केम फ्रॉम अ लैटिन वर्ड Plagiarous means kidnapper, जिसने किसी को kidnap कर लिया, data को रख लिया है. तो plagiarism is what? It is nothing but it is an act of presenting another work as your own. किसी दूसरे के काम को आप दिखा दो, ये आपके research work है. और research field में ये एक बहुत ही बड़ा crime है. और आप इस तरीके से if you will do, no journal is going to accept your research work. So you should be very careful to have this concept clear. Your data should not be plagiarized. There are certain softwares, कुछ freely भी available हैं. Certain softwares are there जो कि आपके institutions provide करते हैं because they are very वो costlier होते हैं. You cannot easily get them. So आपके institutions में they provide you those softwares to check the data. आप अपने data को पहले before submitting it to journal, you should get it checked by these softwares. One of few softwares I have tried to show in this because again as I said पूरा एक lecture लग जाएगा plagiarism softwares को ही explain करने में. So एक glimpse दे रही हूँ आप लोग को that these are the different softwares which are freely online. You can access them to find the plagiarism content. Grammarly is there, completely fully free नहीं है, but yes, 1000 words you can scan one in a time. So this is a software Grammarly which will again there is one another tool that is a small CO tools which is again an online software, but we cannot trust on it completely. But yes, you can get a little bit idea about कि आपका data कहाँ से copied है. But Grammarly is one of the trustworthy software, 100% trustworthy software. Apart from this, इस तरीके से आपकी plagiarism report आती है. Suppose I have written a paper, मैंने एक research paper लिखा, this is the title of my paper, इसने show किया, report आई, 5% data आपका match कर रहा है. Generally journals का criteria होता है 15%, 10% वो plagiarism acceptable करते हैं. 10% से ज्यादा plagiarism होगा या 15% से they will not accept your research article. So you should be very careful. अगर आप देख रहे होगे ध्यान से, जहां भी उसे कोई भी लाइन मैच करती हुई दिख जाएगी, कोई भी सेंटेंस मैच करता हुआ दिख जाएगा, तुरंत आपका सॉफ्टवेयर इस चीज को दिखा देगा, these lines from this particular paper. So this is very important. हमारी सीरीज जो भी आगे चलेंगे लेक्चर्स, तो ये हम डिटेल में आप लोग को बताएंगे कि किस तरीके से plagiarism, how you can remove plagiarism, how you can detect this. So we would be discussing in our later series. Now the next important thing is submit कहाँ करें, where to submit, how to find journals. ये बहुत ही important question आता है, हम journal कहाँ find करें, और सही journal select करना सबसे important aspect है for doing your effective research. First of all, अगर हम Indian scenario में बात करें तो you should first see the UGC approved list of journals. From this, you should download the list so as to get the authentic journals. बहुत ही fake और predatory journals हैं. You should first try out, find out कि ये journal UGC list में are they listed over there. Because आप अपना डेटा पब्लिश कर लो, देन आपको पता चले अरे इस जर्नल की तो कोई सिग्निफिकेंस है ही नहीं, दिस इज नॉट द रिकॉग्नाइज्ड वन. भाई आप गोल्ड भी खरीदते हो तो देखते हो ना ये मार्क हो. तो इसी तरीके से अगर आप जर्नल भी अपना पेपर पब्लिश कर रहे हो, अपना इंपॉर्टेंट फाइंडिंग पब्लिश कर रहे हो, यू नीड टू ऑथेंटिकेट द जर्नल. आप कहाँ कर रहे हो? सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द साइट फ्रॉम वेयर यू कैन गेट द लिस्ट ऑफ जर्नल्स. अगेन इसके अलावा not only the UGC, but you can means find out better journals or authentic journals in your SCI index journals, which you can get it from Google. आपके SCI index journals, वहाँ से आप you can get the access. This is the your SCI site from where you can, जैसे कि मैंने एक type box में लिखा है, I have written the name Nutrition and Cancer. I have to check whether this journal is authentic or not. You just write the name over here and click search journals. What will come? The result will come like this. Okay, Nutrition and Cancer. This is an SCI expanded journal. That means this journal is authentic because these are the certain organizations which are very much needed to make any journal authentic. So this journal is good. Once I get this detail that yes, this is SCI expanded. So again, there is one another portal that is your Scopus. This is also a, you can say database, or you can say authentic site where you can get the details of your paper. Similarly, I have written this title, Nutrition and Cancer, and when I clicked on it, I found the details. और अगर आपका journal नहीं Scopus indexed होगा, that means authentic नहीं होगा, that will not come here, and you will get found 0 results. So these are some of the sites from where you can check the authenticity of the journal, that whether it is predatory or it is the authentic one. Because एक बार आपने data publish कर लिया fake में, predatory में, तो आपका वो data गया. You won't be able to. तो data भी जाए, आपकी findings भी जाए, it is not at all good. So better do this first to check the authenticity of the journal. Apart from, एक तो आपके professor suggest करते हैं, okay, which are the journals you can means आप जहां अपना पेपर सबमिट कर सकते हो, but there are certain sites also which help you to find the better journal, authentic journals. They are provided by Wiley. Here you can write the manuscript title and abstract, and you can get a number of list of journals जो कि आपके area of research से match करते होंगे. There are Springer journal suggestion by which you can find again journal. ये सब आप लोग authentic नाम सुनते होंगे, Wiley, Springer, Taylor and Francis. These are very you can say known journals जो कि बहुत ही known है और authentic journals हैं. So इनकी अपनी भी sites है from where you can find journal related to your area of interest, so that आपका time नहीं waste होगा. आप किसी भी journal में डालोगे, definitely आपका time waste होगा. वो एक महीने बाद आपको reply देगा, it is not matching with the theme. So it's better to do the research first. Submit करने से पहले ही अगर आप यहाँ पर search कर लोगे कि okay match, ये आपका match criteria बता देगा, 10%, 30%, 40% match कर रहा है, okay, जिससे maximum match करे, आप submit your research into that particular journal. Again, this is also one of the source from where you can find journals. SCI means there also you can find the journals. This is the web page of one of the journal जो इतनी देर से हम बात कर रहे थे, Nutrition and Cancer. अब हम उस particular journal का I'm showing you the show means home page. Why I'm showing this? Because here you get to know the impact factor. I am not going to discuss in detail with this because ये आप subsequent lectures में you will come to know that what is the significance of this impact factor and all. But it is very important for submitting any paper in the particular journal. You need to have a good impact factor, right? Apart from that, आप यहाँ पर जो है इस तरीके से होम पेज पे you need to first click on instructions for authors, because यहाँ से आपको पता चलेगा what are their specific requirement, कि इनका font size 12 होना चाहिए, spacing should be like this, references जैसे आपने देखे it should be APA or Vancouver, any other style, word limits, what are the different means size of the figures they want for their particular journal. So all this you will get, और इसी को जब आप carefully study करोगे, then only you would be able to design a particular research for that particular journal. Now अब हो गया, paper publish कर लिया. Ultimately question comes, student asks, what we will get after publishing this paper? मिलेगा क्या हमें paper publish करने में? So first and the most important thing which you will get from this publication is global recognition. Global recognition means on different platforms you will get means have your own recognition. आपकी एक प्रोफाइल खुद जनरेट हो जाती है from where people can see, जो भी eminent professors या even कोई budding researcher or any student will come to know about you that okay, Dr. Pratibha has done this research in this particular area. So this is a kind of global recognition where distinguished faculty members would be see your research. So these are the different portals where you get recognitions, ORCID as Google Scholar or Publons, ResearchGate. These are the different portals where you will get recognitions. Apart from, you will not get only recognitions, but it will also help you in fetching grants from Government of India. Although we are not going to discuss it in detail in this lecture, but I will show you a glimpse from where you can get these grants. You can get grants from Department of Health Research, BCIL, AICT New Delhi, WASADST Government of India, and there are certain other departments of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, from where you can get good grants to conduct your research. एक छोटी सी ग्लिम्स मैं आपको दिखा रही हूँ that I have also received a grant. एक research idea, छोटा सा research idea जो mind में आया, and I have just penned it down, and on that idea only I got 21 lakhs 21,56,000 rupees to do my research. It was what? It is nothing but just an idea which I got, and मैंने उसको properly एक framed way में लिखा, as I explained earlier in my previous slides. हर एक step में मैंने design किया अच्छे से. How I have written, I got a grant of this much, and I think this is sufficient for a student to do or to conduct their research. So जो भी research में interested है, जो भी faculty interested है, please start writing research proposals or start writing research papers so that you can get good grants from Government of India to fulfill all your dreams or to pursue your research. This grant I have received after completion of my MTech program. Here I was getting 40,000 rupees to perform this research. So this is just in motivation. इससे भी बड़ी grants होती हैं, 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs. जो लोग ले रहे हैं, people are getting, but for that you need to do publications. So ये मैंने इसलिए दिखाया so that कि questions students को doubt रहता है या faculty members या कई लोगों को, what you will get after doing this research publication. This is again one of the glimpse of our grant which we have received from AKTU in the last year for performing our very small experiment. Like only we have to find out the means effect of Moringa oleifera seeds in water purification. For this, government has given us 3 lakhs rupees just to perform that experiment. So see how much beneficial if you have learned to write a research paper effectively, or you can say if you have learned a effective way of writing any proposal, you can get good grants from Government of India. Again, I would like to thank you all for patiently listening my lecture. And if you have any query or if you want any kind of help related to research article, research proposal design, or any help related in this field, please feel free to contact me at my mail IDs. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pratibha. On behalf of ISC Cell and Department of Biotechnology and IIT, I would like to thank Dr. Pratibha for giving such an informative sessions. And I'm sure all will be benefited with the session, those who are attending the lecture today. I would like to thank our director, sir, Dr. Vinod Kapse, for supporting such an activities on regular basis for the student and faculty, not only for NIT, but other institutions also. I would like to thank our Vice President, sir, Raman Batra, sir, for continuous support. And he also supports research and development in NIT. I would like to thank who is not only ISC member, but also MTech coordinator in the Department of Biotechnology for organizing such an event, which is very informative to all the students and for the faculty member. And lastly, I would like to thank all the participants for attending it very carefully and making it a success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me such a nice vote of thanks, ma'am. Apart from that, I am really thankful to all my listeners who have shown this much sincere interest in my lecture. Thank you so much for patiently listening this lecture. Thank you, Arvind sir, for providing me this opportunity to have a discussion with all the listeners. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pratibha ma'am. We are so grateful for your expensive time. Now I would like to request all the participants. You can also log into our Facebook channel of NIT and the YouTube channel. There you can find all the videos and the things that are there related to the webinar and seminars that NIT organizes. And you can also get the video of the same event there on the YouTube channel of the NIT. As well as we also have one department YouTube channel. There also you can get the details of the events that department organizes, and you will get all the videos feedback there. So we hope to see you again. Thanks to all of you for being with us. Thanks a lot.